Breaking: Zamfara governor orders arrest of people rejecting old Naira notes. Can you imagine? So these governors, actually, remember the three APC governors that took federal government, Buhari and CBN, to Supreme Court to seek court injunction, all right, to stop them from implementing or banning the old Naira notes. And they got justice, they got judgment from the Supreme Court. Okay. Now, with that judgment, Nigerians reacted in different ways. And at the same time, following that judgment, the governor of Kaduna State asked his people to accept both old and new Naira notes and should go about their normal business, and that they should shun that CBN Naira redesign policy. And if they asked them who said so, they should tell the public that it's himself, the governor of the Kaduna State, has told them. And that actually came again under fire by saying he's trying to run his parallel government rather than aligning with the presidency on this decision. Okay, and then rather than awaiting court implementation of the court judgment. Now, in line with all of that, the governor of Zamfara State, which is one of the three governors, has now placed order to arrest anybody that rejects the old Naira note in the state. How will this work? Okay, how will this work? Who will call the police? Right? So let's see. Governor of Zamfara State, Bello Matawalle, has ordered the arrest of anyone who refuses to accept the old Naira notes of 200, 500, and 1,000 in the state. Politics Nigeria reports that Matawalle said the old currency notes remain legal tender until the final verdict of the case is instituted against the Central Bank of Nigeria and the federal government by three northern governors of Kaduna, Kogi, and Zamfara State at the Supreme Court. Matawalle stated this at the swearing-in ceremony of new High Court judge and newly appointed special advisors held at the Government House chamber in Gusau, the state capital, on Friday. Matawalle also commended the Supreme Court for doing the needful, which he said will alleviate the suffering of the masses. Recall that the Zamfara governor and his counterparts of Kogi and Kaduna states approached the Supreme Court to order the extension and validity of the old Naira notes. The court gave an interim injunction that the old Naira note remain as legal tender beyond February 10th. Can you imagine? So what do we say now? Okay, the governor of Zamfara State just told the same line of that of the governor of Kaduna State, but on a more brutal level, saying that anybody that rejects the old Naira notes in Zamfara State should be arrested. Okay, he's saying that the old Naira note of 200, 500, and 1,000 notes, it remains legal tender until the court that is, until the case that is instituted in the Supreme Court is properly concluded. But for now, everybody should obey the interim injunction that has been given by the Supreme Court to allow the old Naira note exist side by side the new ones in order to alleviate the pain that is brought upon the citizens of Nigeria. Okay, so on this now, now wow, this is power tussle between governors, CBN governor, the state governors, and the presidency. The real power tussle. But I know again that the presidency knows what it's doing. They are trying to see how they can control vote buying. I am pretty sure that immediately after this election, we'll see how the money will come back to circulation like fire. I know that for sure. The money will come back to circulation. They will dish out money. There's money. They are just looking for a way to make sure that it does not enter into the hands of vote buyers or intending vote buyers. That is just what they're trying to do. But the question is, now this instruction that Bello Matawalle of Zamfara has given to his people, will it be obeyed? Because one thing about Nigeria is that once you send the repos, into the system, it's very, very difficult to clear it. Now, almost every Nigerian is skeptical now, accepting and using the old Naira note, whether the government give any instruction or not. They will not accept those new Naira notes. I am pretty sure of that. Okay, so now he has given that instruction. Is the security agencies going to go on the street, or are they waiting for victims of old Naira notes to call the police for their people that refuses them? Is that what is going to happen? Then everybody will close his shop. If before you call police for me, I'm not selling. Do you have new Naira notes? No. Okay, that's fine. What you're asking for, I don't have it. Then you go home. Simple. Okay, so but saying police, those police team will not work, because people, first of all, will not even call the police. I know the Hausas, they can be one side thinking somebody can call police for somebody, but then if shops are closed, markets are closed, what are you going to do? Okay, so we've started the fight that is going to be very, very difficult to finish. It's very complex to finish. I've got a few comments here. Somebody say, now what you know be that useless governor without single project. It's like you have maggots in your dead brain. Can you imagine? Somebody say you're an idiot, like so they're just insulting themselves. I don't know why people make comments and they keep insulting themselves. Somebody say the governor has no power to order for the arrest of anybody because the person refused old Naira note, because no part of the constitution gave him that power. That is true. Somebody says who? So is there any law in the state? There is actually national laws, and there are also state-owned laws. So probably there's a state-owned law, or they will just sign it into law now, that anybody that refuses the old Naira note should be arrested and be subjected to a jail term of social period or pay social fine. For saying this, it shows it's only sawdust in your brain, because the old note still a legal tender. Can you imagine? That's a good word, His Excellency. That's, people are happy. Very good. Is that the solution? Somebody say yes. He will arrest the whole Zamfara. Yes, now, because they will not take the money. That is true. Just like I was saying, the reports have been said. People are very, very skeptical accepting the old money, so they will not. Okay. Now, so somebody said he could not chase away bandits in his state, but to arrest people who built their own businesses. Yes. So what will not happen in Nigeria? Nothing will not happen. Somebody should not go work. You aren't CBN that will accept the old notes. Stop causing chaos in your state. That is true. If CBN and banks are not accepting the old note, why will individuals accept the old note? Go and arrest CBN governor and go and arrest the commercial banks first before you arrest individuals that will reject the old note. That is the way to go. Don't threaten anybody. That is my position. Okay? So that is my position. All right, somebody say toothless dog. Why not order before now, after Mr. President had extended the date? You are now ordering arrest. Mr. Man, go and sit down, incompetent governor. They will use their PVC to vote him out, okay, and his party out this time around. Anybody rejecting old Naira note, poverty never visit them. Can you imagine? Because if poverty visit you, you will accept them. Can you imagine? Mr. Governor, appeal to people. Arresting them is not the solution. You people caused this confusion. Haba, insult upon injury. That is true. That is true. The governor is just there making so any policy that will affect the North negatively more than the South will not work in Nigeria. This is a simple truth, because it is affecting the northern part of Nigeria the more because of ignorance, lack of internet or technological innovation than the southern part. So they are kicking against it. Ha 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 ha. I heard this is person's opinion as well. This is what he sees. That is what he's saying. So this is what Governor Bello Matawalle of Zamfara is saying, that anybody that refuses the old Naira note in Zamfara State should be arrested, because the old Naira notes are still legal tender until the court cases in Supreme Court they are completely resolved. So thank you for listening, and let's have a comment.